Hello, it's the stream. I'm here, I'm only 9 minutes late, but 6 minutes early for when I wanted to schedule the stream, but YouTube still doesn't let you schedule a stream at 1:15 or 1:45 an hour, so I just went for the earlier time, and that was dumb. That was dumb. But we're here now, so we did it. We're good. Welcome everybody, welcome to all the people who are already here. There's a lot of them. Mini Betrayal, Unknown Username, Andres the Royal Marine. I can't pronounce that when I saw it. I apologize. I can try though. Kusalananda. Right? And I don't know what umlauts on A's even mean, so I can't do the surname. But I tried. Welcome, Paul, welcome, Bloodfighter. Here, Ultra Mega. Agostino, you might have had time to say hi, or you might already be gone. Welcome, Rofty. Welcome, Missing No Leader. Welcome, Rochelle. Welcome, 1144 Happy. Welcome, Michael. Welcome, Tim. We have one of the Timothys. Everyone, we are at Timothy 1. I repeat, we are at Timothy 1. Further Timothy levels may occur. Welcome, Fob. Welcome, The Green Key. Welcome, Bazek. Welcome, Sonic 5. Linear J, Beiju. Apparently I got the first name right at the very least. Welcome Trickster, welcome Dengers. Lots of cool people. We're doing it, we're doing the thing. It's a solo stream so I can actually interact with chat and I pay vaguely more attention to chat instead of being distracted by EE. So you'll be able to ask me things and I'll actually see it this time. And yes, it is time to do some Ribbonworld, because of course 0.17 is out, and that means changes, and that means Ribbonworld is borked. And we're gonna see just how borked it is, and whether we can unbork it in a stream. It might not be too bad, or it might be really bad. I haven't really put much thought into how I would need to rearrange the science, but we'll see. We shall find out. You can ask me a question, Linage? Yes, in fact you just did, but you can ask me more if you like. Bork, yes, it may be Bork. We shall see how Bork. I mean, it was a little bit borked before 0.17, but it's definitely in all ways borked now. Spager, I don't know enough about Article 13 to talk about it, but it seems like it's a bad thing if it's the one I'm thinking of. There's a lot of articles right now, especially in England, a lot of articles being talked about. Okay, mainly it's one, but there's others too, probably. I'm sorry, Clint. I've ruined your chances. You can always sleep and then watch the stream in the morning. It will go up as soon as it's done. On the channel anyway. And welcome, Sir Colin. Alright, let's get to playing the game, shall we? I'm going to find it and open it up and do the things. Ribbonworld. There's the save. We have 46 hours in the game so far. Last played in 16.51. There were a lot of small updates in 0.16, which makes sense because we had that for 14 months. Thanks for not ignoring it. Are other people... I don't know enough to talk about it. I guess if other people know more about it, they might have reasons to... They pretend it's not a thing. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I guess I've not ignored it, but I've also not in any way expressed opinions about it because I really don't know enough about how that whole situation is working. Oh, uh-oh. Couldn't read input from file. File could be corrupted. Huh? What? That's not... What? Hold on. We may have to do some save file shenanigans here. I'm going to try loading an alternate save of it that I happen to have. But I noticed that the loading bar isn't progressing. We're in 0.17.5 right now, and that came out today. And it could potentially have borked things unexpectedly. I wonder if limitations on the scale of a map could have caused problems. This is curious. Or maybe the pumps going into the void have broken it because they're not supposed to exist anymore. Yeah, it's not letting me update. How very strange, because I've previously updated things from 0.16.51 to 0.17.012 and 3, I think. And I've updated save files from there to 0.17.5, so why can I not update this one all the way there at once? Is it something wrong with updating in 0.17.5, or is it a problem with the save file updating at all? In which case, we'll have to submit a bug report. I've not got any mod stuff happening. This is significantly more bork than I was expecting, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm thinking if I revert to an earlier version of 0.17, though I don't know if I can. It depends on... Right, well, let's close the game. I need to go look at Steam. I need to go look if you can roll back to earlier versions of 0.17. We shall see. Properties, betas. Yeah, I can opt back to 0.17.0. I'm going to try and do that. So I'm going to download that, which might mess with my stream a little bit, but it's downloading, so it shouldn't be terrible. Okay, it's redoing the update. Oh yeah, and my bitrate had a bit of a hiccup there. I don't know what problem you're having, Linear J, because I've been fine. This is the first time I've had an issue with 0.17. This is literally the first time in, like, out of any sort of crashes or... Well, I guess there was the mod thing with on E's stream was a bit of a 0.17 problem, but... Okay, firing up Factorio again. And we'll see if we can update it just to 0.17.0. And if we can't do that, then it's a problem with the save going to 0.17 in general, in which case I don't think we can fix it on stream today. It's loading the game and taking its sweet time. If this doesn't work, we'll have to do something else with our 2 hours. There's one thing I can think of to do, but it'll only take about half an hour and then we'll run out of fun things to do with that. There was a video I was planning on making. Oh yeah, I've broken my achievements. I'm getting warning messages when I open up Factorio because it's like, what are you doing? Nothing works now. You can't roll back. Why? Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah, and now my saves are full of a bunch of just dead saves that are like, this version doesn't exist. Oh, we did it! It worked! Okay, right. So, hold on. Let me switch over the screen. Or did it? I'm not completely sure. Here we are, we're in Factorio, and here's the migrated content, and it's actually showing it all. It didn't get this far with anything before. It didn't reach this point when I updated it in 0.17.5. But also, where's the game? Why are we still in the menu, but we have the toolbar? What is this? I'm gonna confirm and see what happens. Oh no! Loading blueprint storage failed. Because it's from a later version. Oh, I put a blueprint in. I put a new blueprint in the thing. Oh, well, thank God I used my screen name on my PC file structure. Or you would have just all seen my name. Whoops. Okay. This seems like this is okay. And it'll be fine when I update again. But yeah, let's... Okay, there we go. We're in the game. It's working. Right, now, pause. Switching you back to this screen. And I'm gonna... save. Close it. Roll forward again to 0.17.5. And then see if I can migrate the save to the actual latest version of the game. And thank you very much to Paperfleeganar for the €10 super chat. Random multiplayer stream. It looks like we'll be able to play Ribbonworld today, but at some point multiplayer stuff would be fun. Yep, okay, so, save. I'm going to save this as Ribbonworld 17. No, I'm not, because I already have that save after I did the 17th stream of Ribbonworld. Version 17. Go. Save. And quit, and exit. And back to Steam. And library, and... Oh, and it's all... Is it auto-updating now? Hold on. What? No, it's not. Is it? Huh? It did weird stuff for a second there. Okay. Update to latest experimental version of 0.17. It's sort of showing a percentage bar, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. Why is it updating again? Okay, Factorio is updating. Oh, my frames are dropping. It's fine. Yeah, almost an accidental dox. But that sort of thing is exactly why I did that when I got my new PC. I'm like, I shouldn't use my first name for my, and put that on my PC when I record using this PC. That'd be dumb. Let's not do that. And now it's paid off. My name is totally just Bentham and nothing else. That's my name. Okay. Opening 0.17.5. Let's see if this works or if we'll have to roll back again. But thank you very much for that $5 super chat, Sir Colin. Sir Colin, it's alright, Bentham. We all love you and totally would never spread around your name should we happen to see it. Thank you very much. Always appreciated. Okay, we're back up to 0.17.5, I think. Are we? Yes, we are. Okay. Play. Load. Ribbonworld. Let's see if it works. And we've migrated absolutely fine, so let's switch back over. And there it is. So we've migrated a few more things because the most recent update changed how the mining productivity researches worked. So that instead of giving you a 2% boost, they give you a 10% boost, but are about a fifth as frequent. So, but they've also removed some of them anyway. They just took a couple out. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. We are in 0.17. Let's put on alt mode because why would you ever not have that on? And get back to the things we were doing. So we've got the new hotbar thing, and now suddenly we have all of the space, and we can have so many more. It's wonderful. And I like that it's basically preset as some. Those are the wrong buttons. Of course, my brain is flipping between the different versions, and for a second I was like. Yeah, I need to middle mouse click this to set the filter. And like, no, this is it already being set. I don't need to click anything. They're there. The presets are there. Yes, I should check if void pumps worked. Actually, I'm not using any anymore. Those were the only void pumps I had, and they're no longer operational, so I can't really check because... I mean, I guess I could put a pipe there, but... whatever. Okay, yeah, so I did check what my jobs were for this this stream when I set them last stream, and they were to sort out the oil outpost, which apparently was having a water shortage, of all things. Yeah, that looks like a water shortage, and also set up queuing areas for the stations because we were having big old queuing issues cropping up around the place. Okay. But we're going to ignore all that because everything's on fire. All the science is borked, and we need to go find out how borked and see if we can unbork. Oh god, an iron's a mess. Oh yeah, that was another job I had, was fix the iron ore supply, because it's not so great. Well, it looks fine, really. Almost full belts. There's just this one gap that keeps turning up for some reason, which is actually really weird. Why is there this one gap appearing every time on here when it's not anywhere else? Why is it doing this? Is it just how they're synchronized? That's really weird. Anyway, yeah, we just need more belts, it looks like. Oh no, it's filling up now, and it wasn't before, so it's it's intermittent, it keeps cutting out. We need more iron ore being delivered. Thank you very much, Linear J, for that $5 super chat. Admits that you legally changed your name to Bentham to match mangled pork. I mean, that would make it easier. Definitely. Yeah, step 1, fix the factory. Okay, yeah, so, we go down the line, and red and green signs are fine. Why have we got signs stopped right now? Is it because whatever we were researching doesn't exist anymore? That might be the case. I wonder if that's why it broke. Maybe I was researching one of the removed mining products. No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. For whatever reason, it borked, and for whatever reason, I have no research queued up. Did I just stop researching before? I'm gonna do some of the basic ones because I have... Oh, I need these, actually. I can't do science. That's a problem. I literally can't create the science packs I need anymore until I re-research things. Also, I'm pretty sure I can't make fast inserters anymore. No, I can't. I can make everything but those. Right, yeah, there's a couple of critical things we need to do then. Let's research inserters. And can we queue... Oh, we can't queue up researches! Urgh! I need to... can I change... Is there a command I can put in to unlock queuing researches? Because I want it. It's annoying. Anyway, that was done super quick, so steel axe next. And we'll just cycle through these for a minute. Oh dear. Unbork is the proper technical term, yes. Good night, Lloyd. I'm sorry that I didn't start streaming sooner so that you could have hung around. I did mean to stream sooner. I'll be honest, you know this about me. I'm always late. And now we start researching the science packs, including the green science packs, so I wonder if we're even making them right now. But now we can. Now we're allowed to. And military science packs. There is a command for research queuing. Oh, good. Could someone, like, post it in chat or just Discord it to me or whatever? And I'll just paste that in because I don't want to have to not be able to queue up science packs when... queue up research, because... No, you can't, Kung. It's not allowed by default. You can't... Unless you're saying that, like, you can queue up one after one's started or something. Let's research rocket fuel, sure. Like, if I allow it to start, and then I go to science, and then I... No, it swaps it out. It's not a thing. You have to have it enabled. Thank you very much, Mini Betrayal. I will copy that. And boop. Do the thing. Why have I got it? No, I don't want this. Why have I... Apparently my command console button has been bound to something else by the game, and so it keeps, like, summoning appropriate items instead of opening the console. They've given it another role. I don't know how they've even done that because it's one of my mouse buttons, like one of my extra mouse buttons. There we go. Can we queue now? Yes, we can. Okay, fantastic. And I literally can't do utility science packs because I need some prerequisite research done. Oh dear. Okay, low density structure. And then we can do utility science packs. Is there anything else urgent we need to do? I don't think. Oh no, we need lubricant. That's shut down. By the way, I didn't realize this at first. But look at the icon they've used. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to find it because we had the I had a days without lube jokes counter going, and now I've got to go find that and reset it because the Factorio devs have made their own lubricant joke in the game. We were like, the counter was up to like 2. I'm gonna find it. It's on my laptop. I have a file which is days since last lube joke, and it was going so well because I wasn't doing collabs with Shenria anymore. I gotta find it now. Damn it. Oh, I've got an alarm going off because I forgot that I shouldn't have an alarm set anymore for today. I'm organized today. I know what I'm doing. Let me turn these off. Okay, as we were. Where's the thing? I can't find the thing. I think this was 2 PCs ago, so I've got to dig into the files of my laptop to find the original file I made. This is important. I've got to flip over the thing. Oh, it's only actually a year. Okay, yeah, because I was collabing with Peach and Sheepdog, that's probably why. Okay, so the last time we managed to make it over a year since the last time a Factorio someone made a lube joke in Factorio on my channel. So how many days was it exactly? It last happened on the 10th of February 2018, and it's now the 4th of March 2019. So that's what? How many days? 360. You know, I'm just gonna Google it. Days between dates. Tenth of February 2018 to today. Calculate duration. Okay, we were doing so well. We were 387 days lube joke free, and now I've got to flip it over again, and we're back to 0. And it's the Factorio devs who did it. You can't win. What have they done to us? Okay, back to playing the game. That was an important side thing that we had to do. We had to work out the exact time. Thank you, Mini Betrayal, for being quicker than me at working that out. Okay, anyway, yes, the science has been happening in the meantime, which is good, because that's essentially what we're waiting on. We've lost uranium processing as well. And other things, so let's queue that one up. And we've got, like, rocket control units, presumably we had researched before. I can't remember how far we were. I don't think we were up to making rocket stuff. But we were making, high-tech science packs. Yeah, we were up to that. And then we finally implemented logistics after the final tier of research. And yeah, this is all dead now because it no longer works. We're going to have to rearrange a lot of things to make this system functional again. Which means that we can't complete all this research. We're going to have to, like, work our way through it. Like, we've probably got enough blue science packs left to get to purple, but we've got to fix blue. So let me see. We need solid fuel. It starts not too bad. We just need solid fuel being delivered. However, where do we put it on the main bus? Because I literally built a tiny main bus with just enough belts. If we go to the beginning, there are 12 input belts. That is the size I built it for, and we have stone, plastic, coal, steel, and then 4 copper and 4 iron, and there's no more room unless we put it in the gaps? theoretically, we might be able to, with blue belts, navigate through this and overlap with the liquid pipes. I guess we only have to get so far. Yeah, we can make this work, actually. We can take the place of one of the copper belts that disappears, because these are left open. Yeah, it can be the fourth belt. That's what it can be. And I don't think we need that much. We don't need a high throughput, so we can just have a half belt, and then we can have another half belt if there's anything else important that comes up, which I think will definitely be the case. So we can bootstrap this. This is the sort of thing I was imagining was going to happen. Is we're going to be like, okay, how do we fit the new stuff in? If we remove the old stuff, maybe it gives us enough room for the new stuff. Maybe we can make this work. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get solid fuel on the main bus, as it is now required. Are we even making solid fuel? I mean, we need to be, ultimately. Because we need it for rocket fuel. Oh no, we need it for rocket fuel. We need a bunch of solid fuel coming through here. Oh no. No, we don't need it. It doesn't need to be a ton. Well, I think we need 11 per second. 1 per second for the blue science packs. Might even be 1 every other second, actually. But then 10 per second for the space science packs if we want to keep up the rate we've been aiming for so far. That works for half a belt, as long as the belt is higher than yellow. If it's red or blue, it's quick enough for that. For the moment, it can just be yellow, and we can speed it up later. Actually, I wonder... what state do we have? We have belt production going, and there's 500 belts in there. Maybe it's time for the planning, for the upgrade planner. Also, I've learned a thing. Apparently, if you plonk this on your hotbar... oh, wrong button. Apparently? Did I... Gotta pop it in there. There we go. Okay. I can select it, and... yeah, so you can, like, set what gets upgraded. I don't actually know how this works, so I'm scared to mess with it. But I don't think we need it because all the basic upgrading stuff is already true. But we can now just go through the factory and just be like, upgrade all of this for me, please. Good robot friends. So if I just run along here. I'm going to keep an eye on things because I don't want to mess anything up. There's a significant danger that I accidentally upgrade something that can't be upgraded, and it causes problems. So I'm just going to watch everything that gets highlighted as I go. The key thing is when you do underground belt hopscotch, when you have two different belts occupying the same space and going underground through each other. That's when it starts to be problematic, but it looks like we're fine there. So upgrade all the things, and actually we're going to have to do it a second time because it's just upgrading them all to red. So, damn it. There we go. All the upgrade things have been marked and the bots should do the thing. Did we set up the logistics actually? I don't know if it's fully working. Do we not have bots in the system? No, we do. Where are they? Oh, here they are. There's some turning up. Oh wait, no, the problem is there's no red stuff in the system. They can't upgrade it. We have to give a second upgrade order, which presumably works. No, it doesn't. You have to have the red belts. Oh no. I've got to put red belts in the network so that bots can use them to do the first step of upgrading. I guess I can go straight to blue belts. Hold it right, let me see if I can work this out. So if I put these in, do I just then put... do I do that? Is that how this works? It's not red though, why am I putting red ones in? If I order this... will it upgrade straight through? Is that the system? Now it's not doing anything. Do I have to cancel the current order? That control... no. Shift. There we go. Okay, shift does it. Okay, shift cancel orders. Then give or... no, that's not how it works apparently. Someone explain this to me. Huh? That doesn't look right at all. Oh, is it like... do you just literally put them next to each other? I was like, maybe this is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, but maybe not. Okay, that looks like it's correct now. Now let's try it. We know this is all safe already, so order. And now it looks like it's working. The UI for this is not intuitive. Because it's just a 6x8 block with some dividers here. Just like, what? Why is it a block, huh? Where? But what it actually is, that they're not communicating, is that it is 4 columns of 2. There should be like arrows. There should, like, all you would need to make that make sense is to put a little arrow in this divide here, and then it will be like, oh, upgrade that to that. Right, get it. So then what I can do is put these in. There we go. So now I can upgrade yellow and red all to blue. So yeah, it's got default settings, but you can give it custom settings. It's in the wiki is no good. You shouldn't need to consult the wiki to work out how the upgrade planner works once you've clicked on it. Okay, hopefully they fix that. Because, yeah, I didn't have it set properly yet. So now, if I do that, it's going to upgrade the red ones too. Let's go over again. Find any red bits we didn't do. And then we go over the rest of everything and see if that's all working. Oh, and when you highlight one end of an underground, it highlights the other. Fantastic. That's nice. That's good. Does it also... Okay, this one now probably only does that and doesn't do anything else because I've given it custom settings, whereas normally it would upgrade the fast inserters to stack inserters, which isn't necessarily what I would want because they use a lot of resources to put together. So having custom ones has its benefits of you can prevent upgrades you don't want to happen. Yeah, now I can just go around and be like, make it all better. Oh, I forgot. I need to upgrade military science as well before we get to blue. This one's not too bad though, because literally we just need to swap out the turrets for walls. So we just need to get rid of this column and put in its place a single assembler making walls. So this belt can just go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Clear all this out. Also deliver me stuff. And then how many turrets do... We're gonna have so many turrets just sat around now. Oh no. I guess I'll just pick all these up. Let me just stand on the edge of... Let me just stand on the edge of this belt. Oh, still didn't get it right. There we go. I like that this button is actually coming in super useful for fine-tuned control. I didn't realize how often I needed to stand in exactly the right spot in the game. I don't know that I've set up a proper recycling system for the belts yet, so now that I've got the upgrade planner and I can just automate the crap out of that, I need to make sure that's set up properly. Okay, all this goes. Take those off the ground, get rid of all these. That's all gone. And then we just need to get... Oh, we've got to get the stone belt over here. Everything's in the way. Okay, if we just do, like, underground this for a mile. And also this. And then we can split off from here, right there. Turn. Underground to here, underground to here. Come out here. Oh, and we're going to have to smelt it, actually. Ugh. This is the thing. Now, with how they've changed things, I would now advise putting stone bricks on the main bus, as well as raw stone. And having, like, a half belt each or a full belt each. Because there's now needs for both, because you need brick for military science, you need brick for production science, and you need raw stone for the new name for the yellow one, which isn't high-tech, it is utility science. There we go. Or I'm thinking the other way around, actually. Now I'm confused. No, it's... Oh yeah, you need raw stone and stone brick for production science. So, you now want a healthy supply of both. And they're about equal in the demand. This thing wants 10 stone brick and 15 raw stone, which comes out as, like, 20 stones worth of brick. Well, I guess, you know, whatever. Maybe you can probably just do it with one belt of raw stone, bit of smelting, but I don't know. Right, the rate of bricks that we need. Oh, hello, Avac. Oh, you're packing. You're going away for the week, aren't you? Where are you off to? Raising up the video descriptions. Straight up disconnecting from the internet. Ooh, exciting. I couldn't do that. I'm definitely enjoying the new update. It gives me a lot of fun stuff to do. It's basically rebooted my channel, so I didn't make videos for a long time, and then I was winding up to relaunch and do it better this time. And then Factorio was like, how about we give that a big old push and be like, here's the biggest update we've ever had. And I'm like, alright, here we go, we're launching now, do the thing! And now I'm here. St. Andrews. Oh, where is that? I can't remember where that is. I liked your video on... I've seen your first video on factory towns. I am totally playing that now. I have to. It's factories and towns. It's all the things I love. So thank you for highlighting me to that. Funnily enough, though, I saw that video go up, and before I even watched it, I'm like, I bet I'm playing that game. I'm going to watch that video in a minute. And I went to check my email, and the dev was like, hi, it looks like you love this sort of game. Here's a key. And I'm like, oh, I don't even have to email the guy. I mean, the world is just aligned here. I've made a video, the dev has emailed me the key, we're doing this now. So there we go, I've just announced it to everyone. I'm playing a game called Factory Towns on the channel in the next few days. That looks very cool. Well, enjoy your holiday, Avac. And I hope that YouTube doesn't bork all your uploads while you're away. Always a good thing to hope for. Okay. Do we have any furnaces? No. I will make some. Let's have like 5, because surely that's enough. Yeah, I feel like everyone sees that game and is like, oh, hi, it's a Bentham game. Yep, Factorio and Banished. I never did make a video on Banished. I played it for a while, and then I never... Banished was one of those games where I'm like, I should do this for the channel. Let me just do a playtest, and then 10 hours later, I'm like, I didn't record any of this. I really should have. Damn it. Yeah, it looks great. Definitely gonna give it a go. I'm sorry, Avak, I shouldn't have brought it up. And it's funny, I never get uploading issues from YouTube. I never get it, like, cancelling anything that I've done, but I always hear other people talking about it. And I was reminded of it because before I do a Ribbonworld stream, I always check on the last one to see what I need to do this time. And last stream, you were talking about the fact that your Kenshi video didn't go out. I don't know whether that was YouTube or not, but whatever. Made me think of it. Okay. So, military science, we want 1 per second. That means we want a wall per second, which means we want 5 stone brick per second? Oh, yeah, okay. Stone brick is made at a rate of... Is that... It's made at a speed of 2, and it takes 3.2 seconds to make. Ugh. Okay, so one is actually made every 1.6 seconds in one of those. but we need 5 per second. Or hang on, do we? Yeah, we do. It's 1 wall per 5 stone bricks. We need 5 stone bricks a second. And it takes 1.6 to make 1. So we gotta have like 8 furnaces? Oh no. I think we have the room. Yeah, we should have the room for 8 there. It's just gonna encroach a little more on the station than I would like. Yeah, if the uploads get borked, it's my fault, clearly. I jinxed it, of course. Banished. 10 out of 10 would starve to death in a snowstorm again. You only found my channel due to Vulcanoids. Oh, interesting. Well, the point of Factorio is building factories. What you're seeing right now is an array of conveyor belts, assembly machines, and inserters. So things are moved around at high speeds by belts. Inserters pick those items off the belts, put them into machines, which turn certain combinations of items into new products, and you put them together to make science packs, which you then use to research new technologies you can use to advance the capabilities of your factory and progress towards the ultimate goal of creating a rocket and launching it into space. It is highly addictive. Ridiculously so. Literally, I think when you buy the game, it says we are not responsible for any lost sleep or you being fired for not making it to work on time and things like that. It's like if you like this kind of game, it will consume your life. The first time I played this game, I had dreams about it. In fact, well, I couldn't get to sleep for like half the night after discovering this, like after playing the game for the first time. And then when I did get to sleep, I had dreams about the game, and I woke up and I'm like, this is gonna be my life for like the next few years. Commonly called Factorio. It's highly addictive and dangerous. I once introduced a friend to it the week before exam week in university, and 1 week later, he turned up and was very, very angry with me. Because he'd spent all his time playing the game instead of revising, and I'm like, I should have seen that coming. That was quite an obvious series of events to take place. Yeah, seeing belts when you close your eyes. This is one of those few games that can induce the Tetris effect in people pretty reliably. I've been playing the game for almost 5 years now. I have thousands of hours in it, and I'm still going. I still love it. It's one of my favorite games. Listen, Avak, I wasn't thinking about it. It was Friday. We were at a society thing, and we were just chilling. And I had my laptop, and I was looking at games and talking to people about games. And then the guy asked me about cool games about like building stuff or something, and I'm like, I've got the game for you. And then 1 week later, when we met up again at the society thing, he just walked up and said, you did a bad. And I'm like, oh, I did, didn't I? Oh no, what have I done? Just past 1,120 hours in the game and have not launched a rocket yet. A lot of people do that. Like, the thing is that the fun of the game is the journey, not the destination. So it doesn't matter what your destination is, and you can, if you want, not work towards it or pick an entirely different one. For a long time, they didn't have a proper end game for the game because that wasn't the point. No one cared about the end game. All they needed was something to work towards. So they just made a building that didn't even have a texture, that was just, it needs this many resources to make. And everyone's like, yep, good, fine. And they kept that for like 3 years. And then I'm like, okay, now let's make an actual endgame thing where you make a rocket and you launch it, and then you can get science packs and do a post-game progression and all that. But for a while, they didn't have that. How long has it been going? How long has what been going? This particular save has been going for 46 hours, roughly. I've been playing the game for multiple thousands. Steam only shows like 850 hours. But that's just this past 6 months? up till then I was always playing on separate downloaded copies from their website instead. And only recently did I finally switch to just using the Steam version for everything. I like some of the reviews people give the game as well, like, I played for 30 minutes and discovered my neighbors had declared me legally dead. It's great, it's like, all I did was fix my iron production, and now I've been fired. Is there a story of some kind of why you're the only person on this planet? Well, they had a story early on that was like you crash landed from a colony ship or like it was a scouting mission and you crash landed and you've got to prepare the planet for colonists and stuff. But they realized that no one cares. No one really cares. Just let us build factories. There's an alert going on. We've got biters attacking the east wall again. We've got some turrets running out of ammo here. There's a new biters looking. Ugh. And just ever so slightly cute, but mainly Been some changes to those, and changes to the map generation, which means if we explore further, we're going to see new stuff. By the way, if you're watching this and I've just been introduced to Factorio, normally it's not played on a tiny, thin strip of land. This is just a special version of the game that I'm doing, where you limit the vertical height of the map to ridiculously small, when normally it's infinite. Normally the map is infinite in all directions, and everything's built very differently, but in this one I'm forced into this small space as a special challenge. I always use the factory building factory reel. That is like that's always the thing that I build to some extent. Sometimes I do the tiny thing where I make my production square, which is always just making gears and circuits so I can just not take forever to craft anything individually. But sometimes I'll go a little bit further and do like basic science on that before I progress. But what I've realized is when you're playing marathon mode, having a minibus is a fantastic way to start. It's just be like, okay, I'm gonna do red science, green science, I'm gonna have ammo production and all this stuff, and like vast amounts of belt production just on this starting smaller bus, so that I can build the giant 30, not 30, is it, how many belts did I'm currently doing a marathon playthrough off camera, and I've got a main bus which starts at 40 belts is how the main bus begins, with the intention of them all being blue belts in the late game. So yeah, when you're building a 40 belt bus, you gotta have a smaller main bus based factory to prepare the things. Yeah, the factory must grow. That is the plot. That's what you need to do. The factory must grow. It's vaguely like Minecraft. It's okay, Avak, the biters are fine. They're gonna go home. In fact, I bet they already went home by now. They're still hanging out. They're still playing dead at the wall. But eventually they'll get up and go home. And when we go there later, there'll be no sign of them. They'll have disappeared. And they're just really good at playing dead. It's a hobby of theirs. A review on Steam. It takes a certain type of skill to create a game where the premise is for you to do nothing and get the factories to do it for you, but you still never run out of things to do. That's the fascinating thing about it, and it's probably one of the most compelling things about it, is that whereas in most games with resource management and gathering and stuff, everything would be done manually to a certain extent, and what automation you would do would still require active participation. So in Minecraft, you can get a better pickaxe, but you still have to be the guy doing the mining. And admittedly, there's mods that do actual automation, but then it's, yeah. Nowadays, people used to call Factorio, like, Tekkit, but its own game, and now people call Tekkit Factorio in Minecraft. But it's like, in something like, say, Space Engineers, you start by manually hand mining stuff from the asteroids, and then later you progress by making, like, mining machines. but you still have to pilot those mining machines. You still have to go in and do the stuff. So you speed up the rate that you can gather materials, but you still have to do it. In this game, you set something up and it does the thing and you just leave it. And then it's done, and then you spend all your time building more things so that you're just constantly increasing the scale and the rate of production, and once something's built, it stays and just keeps functioning. I guess with mining, you still have to move mining bases from time to time, but like, you set up production and then it's done, and then you can move on, and so it's like, because it's all about automation, it's sort of got a really satisfying progression of there's no point where you roll back. There's no point where you lose progress because, like, say in Minecraft, it's like, okay, you've mined a bunch of iron. Now you make iron armor. Now you don't have iron again. Now you've got to go get iron. Whereas in this game, I mean, you still have iron shortages, but it's in a very different way. But it's like you set it up and then it just continues, and then you set up more and now it just continues faster. If it's, I don't know if I'm explaining this well. But I just like that. With the factory, you build it and then it's there, and now you can put all your time into building something new, and the old factory doesn't use any of your time. You can dedicate it all to progressing. Never maintaining, always progressing. Linear J, thank you very much for the $3.41 super chat. It's almost pi, but not. Was it trying to be pi? But you said not infinite, unlimited. A mathematician. Okay, probably, yeah. Factorio is basically a simulation of how a virus invades a body and quickly sets about ruining it, while using up all available resources to make more of itself. Also true. In Space Engineers, you can script ships to automate everything but mining. Okay. I suppose, yeah, that they've got a lot of sort of coding stuff in there that helps you to automate. But then this game gives you the automation in an easily manageable package. Another thing I love about the game, this is now just a review, I think. We've stopped playing, I'm just reviewing it. But another thing I like about Factorio is that there are a million different ways to solve any one problem. And so you can do something super, like, small and efficient and brilliant in terms of space usage and with all the ratios correct, or if you just can't be bothered, you can just smash some stuff together and brute force a way of working something. It's like, I could make some sort of tiny assembly system to make something work, or I could just keep throwing more assemblers and belts and inserters at it till the throughput's high enough, or whatever. Ever tried Angel Bobs? I think once, or I tried Angels or Bobs, I'm not sure. I do remember one time playing one of those mod packs where it was all of that. I mean, I've done them in the multiplayer stuff, but in that, I just left it to everyone else while I built a gem sorting loop. So I didn't really play Angels or Bobs, I just played Bentham messes around with gems and ores for a series. But I did do an offline game where I tried out one of the mod packs, and it was kind of interesting and stuff, but I remember getting somewhere in, like, midway through the tiers of materials and, like, seeing what had to be made next, and I'm like, I just can't be bothered. There's too many different moving parts I have to set up before anything happens. Like, to make this next mineral, I have to have so many different arrays of machines interconnecting to each other until I can finally throw a switch and have anything happen. And it's like, I don't want to just sit around for like an hour or 5 putting together all these machines with no visible change occurring, just being like, I really hope when I flip the switch any of this functions. I like to just slowly work at a problem and be like, okay, we need these products. Make this product, make this product, make this one. Just put them all on a bus and then take them all off. And I can worry about the ratios later. But with that, it's like, I can't have a main bus. I don't know what the main bus needs. It probably needs 20 different individual things in vast quantities. I know it's hard to quantify why I don't like mods that make the game more complicated and add more ores. I feel like everyone's just going to be like, you're complaining about the core mechanics of Factorio. And I'm like, I didn't mean that. I meant something else, but I can't explain what I mean. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me as much. Maybe, like, if there were mods that introduced, like, one If I could just, like, do a playthrough with one extra ore and then do another playthrough with another extra ore and work towards it, then I'd have more fun. But I think it's just overwhelming to be like, here's 20 new ores, and now there's hydrogen and oxygen gases to extract from things. And I'm like, that's too much. I don't want to learn all that. Because, like, I was fine when uranium got added because it was one thing. But I can handle that. I can deal with uranium that has its own separate production setup where I don't have to integrate it with everything else, and it's not... I just have to mine some and make it into reactor fuel, and then we're good. Spent almost 11 hours since Saturday. Yeah, it's that sort of game. I have too. My marathon playthrough that I'm doing offline, I started on, like, Thursday? Yeah, I think I started it on Thursday, and I think I've got 20 to 30 hours in it already. I've been playing it at every possible opportunity. Right, I think this is the right number of assemblers to make the number of bricks we need. I could have it completely off, because I'm only half paying attention here, because I'm going on this rant about Factorio and mods now. But I'm going to set up this machine and see how it goes. I need to set up my hotbars. Right now I'm just having to go into the inventory for everything. That's no good. Oh, I've got to join it to this belt, but I can't. If I just turn that, then I can put a belt there and that and that and that and there. And then let's see how it goes. Yeah, for a second it's going to produce super fast, but then it's going to slow down. Once it runs through the backlog of stone that's built up, because, yeah, like a stack of it is built up in each one. I'm going to deliberately speed up the... You know, I'm just going to empty the belt, and then we can see if the throughput's good. Okay, so is this running full speed? No, it's not. Does it need to? No, it only needs to run at half speed. We need 1 wall per second. I'm not sure if it's managing that. It's really hard to tell. It's got a steady cycle going on, and it seems roughly correct. Oh, these aren't running because we're not doing any military science, so we'll have to check it later, but I think that's the correct ratio. I think 8 of those is enough to create the exact number of stone bricks needed per second to make the exact number of walls needed per second. And we'll see how that goes in the long run. Did you get a key for that game that everyone wanted that time? You know the game, that game. I do know. No, I didn't. Unless... Hold on, I'm going to go to my email. Oh, you're not telling me that the... I'm going to have to email them. I don't think I have. Oh, I haven't. I'm emailing them after the stream. Okay. Okay, right, okay. Sorry, I might have given away the game there. But I'm hyped now. Right, yes. Blue science. Next on the list. That is the solid fuel problem, which means oil, which means that we need to check this, and I don't have any solid fuel production happening. So, crap. Gonna have to do that. Okay, I think the water is broken, so we're gonna have to consult how that's working before we set that up, because otherwise it's just gonna make things worse. Like, how are the oil fractions doing? Are they holding up? No, they are not. Okay, yeah, we definitely need water. Maybe even more refineries. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna be sending emails as soon as this stream is over. This train looks like it's going where I want to go. I will hop on board. Yeah, we're an hour into the stream, so if you just joined now, you could go back to the beginning, skip the part where I had save file issues, and be able to catch up before the stream is done, though not massively before. Shit, why am I over here? Because the water problem is probably at the other end. It could just be the number of pumps, though. We need to see what that is about. Where is the train? There it is. Okay. This tank is full, so it seems like it's the rate at which it's being emptied? Or even just the amount of storage. Because, yeah, this is empty. That's no good. Getting a new pump. Where are they? There they are. New pump. Stick that on there. And we might just be able to connect it up to the pre-existing pipes. Let's see how this looks. So, yep, draining. Super quick. I'm going to hop on this train and follow it back to make sure that the loading of the water is good. Jesus, this factory just goes on forever. And yes, as KOR says, this is a small factory. Like, I'm working within space constraints here, so I've had to put everything in a smaller space. The factories in this game get large. Okay, the water loading is going fine on this end because it's right next to a storage tank. It looks like the storage tank is, like, the water supply to that tank is okay. Yeah, the tank fills up super quick. Pumps, get watered super fast. Oh, and the train has another job. It delivers lubricant and sulfuric acid to the main bus. So if we're having issues with the throughput of the train in terms of water, we could separate the task into the job of two different trains. I appreciate the hunger strike offer, Avek. I'm sure it'll work out. I haven't emailed them yet because last I heard they weren't doing any key stuff whatsoever, so I just didn't bother. But I probably should have bothered. Should have done that. Actually, did I? Maybe I did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I should have emailed them. I should have. Well, we'll see if I've still got time. I'll just be like, hey, I made some of the most popular Factorio tutorials that exist. Hi. I'm gonna hop out. Oh, near the void. Wait a minute. Is this new? The ground actually falls off at the edge of the void. I don't think that was a thing before. Have they added a new texture? Specifically for Ribbonworlds and, like, limited space games. Oh, of course they did, because the new tutorial, when they were redoing it, they would have been like, hey, the tutorial's in a limited space world. The edge should look nice. So they've added a cliff that just goes off into darkness. I love it. Yeah, the how to update Factorio tutorial. I'm glad I made that, because it's come in so useful. You know those times when a question gets asked of you so often that you're like, I need to just link people a thing, and let me Google that for you isn't good enough? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make a video which is like, how to update Factorio, you twits. Oh yeah, they made Ribbonworld an actual game mode now, because I've made a series on it, I guess? That seems to be their system right now. The last two versions of the game, they've brought out a map, map type that is the same as what I'm currently doing in a series. Like, admittedly this time I didn't invent Ribbonworld, someone else did years before I did, but it's funny that they didn't make it a game mode until I played Ribbonworld. Okay, how's the water doing? Oh, that's not great. It could be just draining between train visits, in which case we need the train to visit more often. Trying the new patch, and is it my imagination or do the stone furnaces go slower now? Rill, I believe furnaces are faster now. I think, yes, they are. Furnaces are now 10% faster. I've observed this because now they are, oh, and miners are 10% slower. What that means is if you put a burner miner leading into a basic stone furnace in the early game now, they no longer are synced up right. The furnace will not run half the time, well, 20-ish, 20 to 25% of the time, because the miner can't keep up with the furnace's smelting rate. It's quite funny. And sad, because previously the ratio was basically perfect, and now it's not at all. Yeah, I saw the changes to the mining productivity tech. Which is fine. I have no feelings about it. I have complete apathy. It doesn't make any difference to how the game works, so I don't know. If you were expecting opinions, it's like, yeah, sure. Makes no difference. Whatever. I guess I don't have to change the research out quite so often anymore. So yeah, the tank, I think, nearly emptied, but maybe didn't entirely. What's the capacity of this? The capacity is only 25, so we can't fill more than this tank in a train visit. Unless we have a train with more wagons, or we just have the train visit more often. And it leaves as soon as it's out of water, which is actually just a coincidence. These are just time-based wait conditions. It left at the exact right moment. Huh. Well, we can't speed that up then. Well, maybe we could at the other stations, but... Yeah, the changes do mean that there's some very nice ratios of miners to furnaces. Not miners, furnaces to belts. That's nice. I've seen that in action. I did an electric belt array, electric furnace array on yellow belts, not blue belts. But it was really nice to see that all the furnaces were running exactly 100% of the time, and the belt was 100% full. That was nice to watch. It's like, oh, it's perfect. I love it. Out of breath Bentham is the way forward. The price of post-commentating a 3x speed video. Yeah, I liked when I was doing the 0.17 update video, I was like just talking full pelt because I'm like, there's so much to get through and I want it to take as little time as possible. So I was just going full pelt as I was talking, and it's like I still am not. This is still the video's so long. Oh dear. Yeah, the science has stalled. It's all shut down. That's what we're here to fix. But I got distracted by the water situation. And again, the water's running out. What do we do? Alright, well, half the problem is that the train has to queue every time it visits. That's awkward. It's probably worth making 2 separate oil stations, because we've got... How many different trains visiting this? Only 2, but they keep queuing up and blocking everything else. Look at this is a 3-train queue now, waiting for this guy. It's no good. And yeah, when I do the post-commentary stuff, I'm always talking full pelt, because I have to. And researching mining productivity to 10 count in clusteria was a chore. Yeah, I guess because you had to select it every time. Now you only have to select it every fifth, every 10% instead of every 2%. What an imager link has been flagged. What's this about? Oh, stone brick. Oh, is it a change to the smelting times? I can't see it because I've got it in a tiny window. Hold on, let me look at this. Yep, stone brick now is ever so slightly quicker to make. I guess I'll show that link. That's fine. Yeah, I think we need a separate water train. Which is annoying. Because that train... Oh no, does that train... That train only visits here for the water, no other reason. Wait, no, it delivers sulfuric acid. Damn it! Okay. So... the current water train has to make the journey anyway, so might as well continue delivering water, but we can have another train with the job of delivering water, and I've just spotted... oh, sulfuric acid is made here. No, it still would have to visit here. I was going to say I've spotted that this train has a middle wagon free, but it doesn't actually go to the oil outpost. We don't want to disrupt that. I mean, it doesn't do much anyway, because the uranium's basically non-existent at this stage. 12,000 left, mining it as efficiently as we can. I think I just make another train. Oh, jeez. I make another train that also runs water between the two places, and I just deal with the fact that we have probably too much water delivery happening. Oh, I don't have any engines on me. I can't fix that. Hold on. What train do I want? Let's hop on this one. It seems like it's going in vaguely the right direction, but I think it stops a bit short. I'm getting to things at my own pace. Like, I poodle around a lot in these, and I get distracted a lot, and that's the point, right? I hope that's part of the appeal of this, is that I spend a lot of time just talking about stuff. How many times have I died to trains in this factory? I don't think I have at all. Because I've died to trains in many other factories and learned my lesson. You learn after being hit by a train enough in Factorio to stop, look, check the minimap, live. You have to change it slightly from the real world version. And we're gonna need a method of we're going to need a way for the solid fuel to be delivered to the main bus, and I've just thought maybe this is the place to do it. This station here. What goes to this station right now? There's one coming in from the storage outpost, and there's that guy with all the liquids. We could swap out the water tank for a... standard wagon that that delivers the solid fuel, and then we have the separate train that delivers the water between the two locations. Oh, you gotta be off to packing and be on hunger strike. I'll let you know after I've done some emailings that you can eat again while you're on your holiday. Thanks for swinging by, Avak. Enjoy your holiday. So if I'm swapping out this wagon for a cargo wagon, that brings in a cool thing. I've never had to refit a train before. Like, a train's still in active use. I kind of like the idea of just building a little siding somewhere for train management and, like, maintenance and stuff, just currently for the purpose of parking that liquid train in it, separating out that middle wagon, replacing it with a cargo wagon, and then reconnecting them. Even though I could just do that on the fly, I could just stop the train wherever it is and do that, I want to make a special facility for that because of how cool that is, and because I like trains. I want to do that. So I think I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, let's make the new train, because we're gonna have a new train. That's just gonna be like cargo wagon, fluid wagon, cargo wagon. And we'll go to the oil outpost to build it there. But we probably want to make a separate oil station because that's now 3 trains going to that particular station. And we can't have any queuing in this system without having massive issues developing for train movements. So we separate it to a cargo station and a fluid station. That's what we do. We also want waiting areas if we can. Ugh. That starts hogging all the space. But I think we'll do that. It's just me or the train's sort of slow. They're running on coal, so that's like the slowest fuel you can give them, or wood might be worse. I forget if there's a difference. I think there's no acceleration change between trains using stone and... wood and coal. I can't look at them in here. You look here. Yeah, wood has less fuel value, but I don't think it makes a difference to speed. Solid fuel... Yeah, solid fuel gives the 20% boost, and then rocket fuel gives the 80% boost, and then nuclear fuel gives the 250% acceleration. And thank you very much to Timothy McVeigh for becoming a new member of the channel. Very much appreciated. Enjoy your badge and your current one emote, and your Discord access. Remember to link your Discord account so you can say hi to me in there. And also, I don't know if you know this because I don't recognize the surname, but we have a thing here where for some reason a lot of people follow me called Timothy, and I don't recognize McVeigh as one of the Timothys, so I think you are Timothy 5. I think we're only at Timothy 2 right now because we only have 2 Timothys present. It's like DEFCON levels. The more Timothys you have, the higher the Timothy level. And I think we're at 2, but I haven't seen the other one for a while in the chat. So it might only be at 1, but thank you very much for joining. Greatly appreciated. Allows me to do more of this. Oh, Tim H, we have... I think we're at 3 Timothys then. We're at least Timothy 2, potential Timothy 3. We're reaching exceptionally high levels of Timothy here. Oh, this station is still operational. I was going to use this for oil, but it's still a copper station. Never mind. Gonna go back over here. Oh god, walking so slow. I turned that off. I'm an idiot. I forgot that I've been walking around with that switched off this whole time. I was like, I must not have the power suit yet. And I'm like, wait a minute. Of course I have the power suit by now. Oh dear. Yeah, we get a new member. A Bentham logo drops into the jar. Okay, so we need to do some refitting of this. A little bit hairy. Hang on, no, wait, how do we do a waiting area? Oh, we have it return. Yeah, so we have the return line stay in the same place, but the arrival line moves. That's how it works. Okay, so this is the arrival line. This is the thing that needs to move. That return line needs to stay. So what we do first is make this bit here, and then I need to make a rail signal for arrival, put it as far forward as I can. But it needs to be a chain signal, because the train needs to not enter this space until the other train is cleared out. So, chain signal. We need to, hang on, I need to set up the toolbar. I haven't done this yet. Let's make a rail toolbar. Doop, 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 doop. All this good stuff. And I'm also going to put the car and the tank on here. And we have 1 slot left. I don't think anything... We could put a big electric pole in. Sure, I'll probably think of something else. Oh no, we already have the electric poles. I've got them dedicated thing up here. So I want to put that there, and I want to probably get rid of it there, actually. I want to get rid of this toolbar. Because what I could do... Swap it out for just another one. What I can do is turn this into my basic components bar. I'm not just have to put that. Let's stick that there for now, whatever. There we go, do it like that. Cycle the bars, and then we've got belts, power, and surges all in a row. And then this bar probably wants to be further down. I've got to swap it by doing that. You actually have the same bar appear multiple times at once on the thing, which is a little bit strange. There we go. Just ignore the numbers, they're going to be messed up for the rest of the game. Mining drill, assembler, furnace, all the basic stuff. What else do we want here? Steel chest. Wooden chest, might as well. And then what else do we want to fill up the rest of the space? Do walls and turrets. Radars are nice. I think that's good. And then we'll make an oil hotbar, storage tanks. Yeah, clear that out. We'll put the belts over here, actually. So belts over here. Storage tank right next to that. Pump. Water pump. Then over here. Pump jack. Refinery. Chemical plant. And what else do we want for water? Not water, liquid in general. We could do boiler and steam engine, but I don't think it's needed. Already got the liquid tanks in the train section. Actually, we'll put the liquid tanks in that section, and then we'll swap this out, because I realised that artillery isn't on here. Oh, we'll move that to there. Remove it from there. So we could have all of the stuff if we wanted. But I think about things I want to do. See what's chat saying. Oh, yep, someone's saying get your legs turned off. Yep, I'm a derp. Didn't notice it for a while. YouTube keeps welcoming you to the chat. Well, that's weird. I think that means your connection's ropey. It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. I'm not doing Cliffworld the Riftwood. It's a terrible idea. Admittedly, it's very similar in concept to living with biters, but still, I don't think I want to do a Cliffworld. It doesn't sound fun. It sounds like pain. Oh, and YouTube didn't give you your notification, Hanno. I'm sorry. You might catch up if I run over by a little bit. What button cycles the bars? X, which is the button that used to swap the two bars that you had. And normally you would have two bars, but you can change a setting in Factorio so that you have 4 bars, because 4 bars are better than 2. It's like monitors. You can always... It's always good to have more monitors. In the words of Terry Pratchett, the reason I have 6 monitors is because there wasn't enough room for 8. The reason I have 4 hotbars is because there wasn't enough room for all 10. Does it look like if you concrete the very bottom tile, does it go over the edge into the void? That is a very good question, and I would test that, but I can't because there's rails running the entire length. Oops. I guess I'll have to find out when I get to the edge of my rail network. I'm not putting iron chests in the empty spaces of the toolbar. That's heresy. Waterworld. Main bus across that. No, water is more interesting, but you realize I will just fill in the sea with stone. I do hope we have, like, there's got to be a boats mod, right? I would like there to be boats in the game, but I realize that's probably never going to happen. But a boats mod is totally possible. Anyway, as we were, chain signals. This needs to be a chain signal, so a train will stop at this and wait till the block ahead of it is clear before moving into this block. And then all we have to do is make this long enough for a train to queue in. So that's enough for 4 wagons. And in fact, what we can probably do is turn it in early. Put some... Oh, have I done this backwards? Oh, I have, yeah. It needs to turn into here first. Yes. Okay, what I'm thinking is if we do this and put a signal in on the corner, is that enough room It is enough room for a 5-wagon train to park there. And then we just run this down to here, join it up there. That breaks that signal, so we'll fix that. Make this its own little junction. And also put these here. And also, I think we want a chain signal here, just to be sure. Because we don't want a train moving into here and queuing here, because that blocks trains leaving, and that is gridlock, because then it, like, if you have... Speaking of... why has it done this? Why have you stopped? Yeah, because I haven't removed this yet. This shouldn't exist, but it does because I haven't changed the system yet. Damn it, so the system works, but the transition between the old system and the new system doesn't work. I've got to move this up by, like, the tiniest amount. Switch to manual. And yeah, it's like the moment I hit the move key, everything cleared up and now it's all going. But what are you doing here? Why are you that you're trying to take a detour, aren't you? Oh, that's dangerous. Alright, it's all worked out. Everyone's... Because this train's blocking the route, they're all taking an alternate route, and that could easily mess everything up. Yeah, we'll just keep moving, please. I'm just going to wait until this is all over. I didn't realize how many trains I had moving through this area. Okay. You're supposed to stop there. You need to back up. Oh, are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, move into this block. And stop. And switch to automatic. And let's see if it... No, wait, hang on. I need to get rid of the old system first. Manual, manual. Reverse. Just wait here. Hold on a second. Just gonna go get rid of the stupid thing. This, gone. No longer needed. Yep, that's correct. That's how it's supposed to leave. I'm going to clear out these properly. Oh, no. There. There. Okay. And all this... No, it can't. Some of this can go. You, and you. Probably stick one here just so we have 2 blocks here. If a train wants to wait here, it's going to block this. Which could be a problem, but shouldn't be? If 3 trains use a station, it would be a problem, though. I could add a signal there, I think. So the train moves out to here. Is that enough for 5 wagons? It doesn't show it because it splits, I think. It looks like that's enough space for 5 wagons. So a train could queue up here, and a train could be here waiting to move in, and a train could be waiting... Oh no, I've already fixed this, of course. I fixed it so that this train can't pull into this space and can't block the leaving train. I'm a derp. I was foreseeing a gridlock that I'd already made sure couldn't happen. Oh dear. I guess that's a nice way to derp. Okay, what are people talking about? There's chain signals in the key locations. It's fine. It works nicely for this because trains are only approaching from one direction. If I have... Oh yeah, I need to set this going again. Right, now this should work. If I tell you to go, you go into there and do all the thing, and the next train that comes along should queue in this section and allow trains to continue moving through as normal in the rest of the area. In fact, I will move this signal back a smidge because a little bit more space will just leave a bit more wiggle room for trains to slow down and speed up and without continuing to block the block behind it. Yep, so that queues up in there. And that should all work. We'll see when this one leaves. Yep, comes out in that direction. That one moves in. Doesn't even disrupt this other train moving by below. Fantastic. Fixed it. Only problem now is there's currently 2 trains going to this, but I want a third. So we've got to make another station. Or, well, now it could work. This won't gridlock with 3 trains queuing for it, but it will still block other trains. Which was what I was trying to prevent. But if I'm lazy, or I decide to wait till one day when this station is no longer operational, it's gonna take a while, but if I wait for that, then I don't have to make a new station right now. Okay. We're gonna just leave this for now. Theoretically, I could actually make a 2-train queuing. I could just make a 2-train queuing area. What am I doing? Yeah, I could just extend this. I could just keep adding more bits and then it can queue 3 trains. Of course. I am a derp. Okay, let's work this out. Just get rid of this. That's gonna break some trains for a minute. Gonna break them a lot, actually. Oh, that's gonna gridlock things. No, wait, no. They stop in their tracks. So there's still enough room for them to get into the station when I rebuild it. Everything's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So around about here. Should be good. Yep. Gonna squish them in as small as I can in this particular spot, I think. And then here. Go about a little bit more. What if we have it there? Is that enough? That is enough for 5. Oh, there's a power pole right in the way. Luckily, there's tons of wiggle room in where this power pole can go. So let me just shut down the power network for a second. It's fine. Move the light. Oop, there. Reconnect this, which I think will just set that train up immediately. Oh, it didn't. Oh, no, there it goes. Just took a second to be sure. But currently everything's not right, so let me quickly put in the signals I need. Signals. More signals. All the signals. That should do it. That should be good. And now, it's a queuing area for 3 trains. That's just enough space for a train to sit. And then I'm just going to line the signals up here because it's nice. Okay, now this should easily support 3 trains. The town series I have not yet declared dead. However, it hasn't been going for a very, very long time. I haven't given up on it though. If it's going to be resurrected, it's going to be in the next month. We'll see. What do you mean, John Weldon? The names on the stream are of people who have become members of my channel. As an event bar, if that's what you're referring to. A post-apocalyptic towns. What would the apocalypse be? Oh, the fact that I had nuked it. I'm missing a chain signal somewhere? Where? This should all work, shouldn't it? It's been working so far. The key is one there and one there. None of the others are necessary. Anyone else dislike the UI? I'm fine with it. It's more consistent now. There's some nice feedback on all the buttons when you press them and they all light up and stuff. I do have a nuclear power setup, yes, I'll show that in a second. Just trying to catch up with all of the chat. It's been a while. The entrance rail needs a signal between the 2 main tracks. How so? You mean putting one there? Like, you could, but it makes no difference, right? It would just mean the train would queue slightly further forwards. It wouldn't, like, achieve anything. Yep, stopped in the tracks. I meant that. That's how it works. It stopped in its tracks. I guess stopped in your tracks refers more to like leaving tracks as you walk. It's like following tracks. The tracks stop. The animal stopped in the tracks. That sort of thing. Whereas it's not normally referring to trains, but it happens to also work for trains. And yeah, Mini Trail thought of it before I did. Catching up, catching up, catching up. And everything may become a queuing area now. I'm not running a train around a power pole. Trains take precedence. If a track wants to run through an area, a track runs through an area, and everything moves out of the way for it. That's how my trains work. You need a signal on the curve leading into the queue between the two main tracks, otherwise trains going one direction can block trains coming from the other. Ah, you're right. Of course, because the chain signal will also apply to the... No, hang on, will it? Will it, though? Train comes to here. Wants to go this way. It'll go that way as soon as this signal clears. So that shouldn't relate. But if a train is in... if a train is passing through, then it will be occupying the block and preventing another train from going through. Yeah, you're right, it does need one. Okay. Fair dues, I will add one. And I guess it needs to be a chain signal. Oh. Yeah, I panicked there. There was a train coming right at me, and I'm like, am I too close to the tracks? Oh god. Yeah, so do we want... Which signals do we want to be which? We want a signal here, but do we want it to be... this one to be the chain, and we get rid of that one being a chain? Yes, yes we do. That's now just a normal signal, this is the chain signal. And we get rid of that, because why is that a thing, and why is that a thing? Yep, so now trains will wait there, it makes no difference really, but now it should mean that, yeah, the trains are just passing through here, no interference. And presumably there was some before. But anyway, I'm finally getting through all that. Thank you very much to Michael Dunn for becoming a new member of the channel. Very much appreciated. Doing quite well today for that. We've now got 2 gearheads in the chat. Not in the chat, in the cup. 2 gearheads in the cup. Thank you very much. If you're not already... like, I've definitely seen your name before, so I'm like, have you been a member before? Maybe you have been a member before. But either way, make sure you're linked on the Discord. Say hi in there. And I will say hi back. And it helps me to have an income of any description whatsoever on YouTube, which doesn't do great for ads nowadays. I'm going to be talking about that soon. I've got a vlog planned. It keeps getting pushed back, but at some point I intend to put out a vlog about why I was away, and it does talk a little bit about profitability on YouTube nowadays, and that sort of thing. But I'll talk about it then. And then I'll make a Patreon. Yes, that is the plan. I know, Rick. I know. I don't think it's gonna be the day you want it to be, but it's gonna the plan is this week. Currently, the plan is this week. Oh dear. It may just be an unfortunate coincidence, John Weldon? Possibly, or maybe not. Yeah, we got there in the end with the signals. Yeah, just in case, I'm going to do a thing. Hold on. I think I can do this. Let me log into Streamlabs, which I meant to do, but I forgot. I always mean to log into Streamlabs when I start up a stream, because that makes sense. I'm using all the Streamlabs features, but also I'm a derp, and that supersedes it. Buttons. Come on. Oh, they've changed it, how it's arranged. Where's the things? Where's the buttons? What have they done? I don't know where stuff is now. The widgets have moved. Oh, there they are. Event, okay. Event list. Is there not a clear event list button? Like, oh, what does this button do? What happens if I press this button? Oh, never mind. I wanted to clear it, but I don't know how to clear it. There may not be a way to do that. Damn it. Have I worked out a community name yet? I mean, I've got names for, like, my Patreon tiers that I planned. And I've included Gearheads there, so that, I mean, basically every one of those is a potential, community name, I suppose. Could do that. Do you say buttons when you're fat fingering things because of me? I approve. That's good. I can't work out how to clear the event list, and I wanna clear it in case this is a troll. Because if it is, I'd rather it didn't stay on the screen, but I don't know if there's a way of doing it. I can make test events happen, but then the bar's full of test events. I don't know. I'm gonna Google how you do this. Streamlabs event list clear. I don't think it's a thing. Yeah, Streamlabs doesn't have a way of clearing events from your list. That is dumb. Come on, Streamlabs. What are you doing? Right, well, there's a way we might be able to do it. Hold up, let's see if that works. Save. Oh, it's just gone entirely. It's not supposed to be gone entirely. Why has it just disappeared? Oh, there it is. Oh, well, there we go then. I cleared it. Oh. Thank you very much, Mini Betrayal, for the £1 super chat. I appreciate both the money and the presumed intended purpose of that super chat. And I also appreciate... hang on. Crap. What I did was I set it to only show 1, and now everyone's giving me super chats, and I want these to be displayed. Back up to 3. Reset. Oh no, they're gone. Thank you very much, Blaine Allen, for the 99-cent super chat, and Beiju for the $5 super chat. There we go, those ones made it on. Mini Betrayals is unfortunately gone, but thank you very much, Mini Betrayal. Yeah, thank you, Beiju, maybe this will help. Solve the problem, that's how you clear the event bar, you fill it with other stuff. People are good, people are nice. There we go, we fixed it, thank you very much. And there we go, now it's cleared, just in case that name up there shouldn't have been a thing that existed. It is now no longer there. And thank you very much, John Smith, for the $2.99 Australian dollars. This is fun. Thank you very much. We're up to, I think, 4 different currencies today. We've had euros, pounds, dollars, and Australian dollars. Okay, yeah, stuff I was going to do. I need to set up train thing. I need to build a new train, and I need to alter an existing train. And for this, I want to make a little train yard thing. Like a custom one. Yeah, dollary dues. That's the Australian currency, dollary dues. Everyone knows. Do I have personal logistics stuff yet? I have a personal robot port. Yeah, I've got construction bots. I've even got a deconstruction planner. Destroy the tree. Hang on, how much pollution are we generating? Oh, a lot. Ah, these trees are already mostly dead. Destroy the trees! All of them. Oh, this is connected to the main network. Uh-oh. Well, it's going to take a while for those to be cleared, but when they are, they'll be cleared by a wall of bots. Okay, a couple of clusters of bots. They'll get here. They'll make it. Okay, so this is going to be the entrance to the station. That Bork's signaling. So let's put all that in. And that. And now everything should be fine there. Oh, and that. And thank you very much, Crofty, for the 100 rubles. Here's some oil money for you, Bentham. Thank you very much. Oh, it is your actual name. Oh, no! You hadn't said anything for a while, so I'm like, what if it's a troll name? Because that's the thing people do, is they pick controversial names as usernames just to mess with people. So I thought it better to be safe than sorry. I'm sorry that that's your actual name. That must be really unfortunate. Yeah, and if it makes you feel better, I ended up getting a bunch of extra tips from it. It worked out pretty good, and I also learned about some inadequacies with Streamlabs that I can see about getting fixed. And yeah, the tip jar just detonated, so that was a thing. Bloomin' gold coin rubles every time, ruining it all. Destroy all of the, and on both of the new member tokens are gone. Sorry, I'm playing Factorio. Best excuse. That is the best excuse for not noticing something. That's my excuse for most things. Why did this stream not start, like 2 hours earlier? Sorry, playing Factorio. Right, how much is this? That should be enough. Oh, nope. There. That, and, oh. Oh, did I make it? How come? Huh? Where did I mess that up? Where did I make the track longer than it needs? Oh, I did it right there. Derp. Might as well make the whole thing one lower if I'm able to. Oh, we're running low on rails. Let's turn everything we have into rails. Rubles, the cheapest cup obliteration material that money can buy. And I don't know how long this is supposed to be anymore. Derp. Okay, that works. I'm making it 6 wagons long, so there's enough room for the 5 normal wagons and extra space for maneuvering. Right, signaling messed up again, and I'm low on signals too. Make like 20 more, I'm gonna need them. Am I doing this right? I'm not, am I? Because this is supposed to be like a two-way station. I haven't made it like that. We need rail chain signals in 2 key locations. Then again, now this is a manual train operation servicing thing. I don't need to do fancy signal stuff because I'm just gonna be using this for personal trains. And thank you very much, Emily Soldal, for that 50 sec. Is that Sweden? I always forget. Is it Sweden? I feel like it's Sweden. The factory grows. Thank you very much. More gold coins to destroy the cup. Yep, literally, playing Factorio, therefore too busy to play Factorio. I mean, that happened when I streamed the other day. I was playing Factorio, and he had a stream scheduled for 8 that I was gonna be on. Why did the train just take that route? What? Hold on, what? I didn't look over at the stream output in time to see. Why did it take... Was there a train here going slow? Why did you just go that way? What? That's not how this is supposed to work. Now I have to make this automatic train proof. Now I have to... Why are you... No! Stop doing that! Stop using my new siding! Why are you doing this? God damn it! Oh, if I put a train stop in, it stops trains detouring. Okay. It's like... What are you... But they just made this new siding and all the trains are using it. What? I wasn't used to it because normally when I build a siding, I put a station in it immediately. That was really weird. What was I saying? And thank you very much to Keegan Gibson for that, for the 10 New Zealand dollars. Sharply curved grunter playing Factorio. What? What does that mean? How many currencies are we up to now? Is that like 6 or 7? 7 currencies. We've had euros, dollars, Australian dollars, pounds, New Zealand dollars, Swedish krone, one of those, and rubles. Oh yeah, I was saying, yeah, when I was playing Factorio, and then I'm like, oh, now I've got to stop playing Factorio so I can go and multiplayer stream Factorio with EE. And then when I finish that, I'm like, oh good, I can get back to playing Factorio. This is my life now, Factorio in various different forms. In fact, it's actually the only thing I've been playing because the Kingdoms and Castles and Volcanoids episodes that have come out were recorded before the Factorio update came out. Just thought of a way to keep Bentham out of your factories. Instead of belts, you have lines of iron chests and inserters. Seriously, this might be more effective than a restraining order. Oh no. Why would you do this? Is there a key you can hold down to click on the quick bar and have it crafted without opening the crafting menu? Or was that a mod? I don't believe it's a thing in the game. Presumably it's a mod then, but that would be a cool thing to put in the game. I have had a few times where I've moused over a ghost and been like, I want to just craft some of this, and I've had to go into the inventory. That should be a thing in the game. Good thinking. My fan base could be bacon bits. Interesting idea. Definite possibility. I'll put it on the list. Oh, grunter is apparently a type of pork. Right. So sharply curved grunter is mangled pork. I see. And thank you to Paperfleeganar for the €5 super chat here. Have some more euros. I think they're worth the most. They are. I think they're the highest value currency out of anything I've probably ever been given via super chat. They're real nice. I should probably invest in them. I should really invest in them right about now. Actually, I need to do that. I've already stopped converting my incoming my monthly roll for income. I've stopped converting it into pounds when I receive it. I'm keeping it as dollars. But really, I should probably just convert it into euros. It's a good. I should probably turn all my savings that I can into euros. Because currently it's all in pounds, and that's bad idea. Real bad idea. Oh yeah, pounds are worth more than euros still, actually. So yeah, of course. Yeah, pounds are worth more than euros for now. For now. Okay, anyway, moving on from that sad topic, I want to make a new train. So that used to be the middle wagon. So here, and then here, and then here, and then here. We get a lovely palindrome of a train here. Very nice. Oh, and this is going to be a water train, so I'm going to colour it blue. But like a properly light blue, like a super light blue. I'll even put some red in there to make it like a paler blue. Like dial back the green a bit and do it like that. That looks pretty nice. I like that. Okay, copy paste. You're literally just a water train. That is all you do. There's not much coal, but I will give you a tiny amount to be getting started with. You haven't watched me in 5 months, 4 days, 7 hours, 10 minutes, 18 seconds, 14 milliseconds. How do you know, Game King? How do you know it to the millisecond? What? And thank you, Ambi the MB, for what appears to be $5 Canadian. More currency for the currency god, more belts for the belt god, more rails for the rail god, more Factorio for the Bentham. I approve. Thank you very much. And that brings us up to 8 currencies. Today. And yes, hello, welcome to the stream, Ambi. Oh, you've got a 1-year member badge. You've both, like, been so nice as to support me for a full year, and YouTube hasn't managed to desubscribe you in the entire, like, demember you in the entire year, which is an impressive feat in and of itself. There's very few of you right now. It's you and Hrofty and, like, 2 others, I think. I need to go look, actually. I'm gonna go look at how many people we have that are, that have actually passed the year mark, because it's not many. I'm very distracted today, I realize, but I don't know. I'm back to this, so I've got a lot of sidetracking to get caught up on between building sidetracks. Yeah, I'm curious. Oh yeah, and excuse me, de paper fleeganar. And Ponyu 7, well, everyone's turning up now with all the pink badges. I didn't know there were that many of you. I got like channel memberships, because I can see how long people... It sorts by how long they've been a member for, so I can actually look at the... I can just scroll to the bottom and see. Yeah, there are only 5 people who have the pink badge so far, and 4 of them are in the chat, I guess. Oh, actually... Ponyu 7, do you have the... Hang on. Ponyu 7 has the 1-year member badge, but it says that they became a member 11 months ago. So I'm guessing it's like 11 months and 29 days, and February has messed it up or something weird. I don't know. That's weird. Unfortunately, YouTube has demembered people a few times and messed up their streaks, and there's no way to like, pick them up where you left off, I think. I forget, yeah, I could just call you Chris. That's a much easier name to use. Okay, so I'm going to hop in here. Add station. Oh, that's weird. Oh! Oh, this is actually really useful for us. So, some of the new features with the train overlay have added more information about the stations when you open this menu up. And so what this one is telling us... Only one of the 2 stations is accessible because we're 2 stations with the same name. Because my system has the 2 station thing where I do a station on either side, so I can tell a train to go to that station, and it will go to it no matter what direction it's approaching from and park up in the same spot. So, now what I can do is look at this menu and consult it, and whenever I see a 1 out of 2 stations is accessible marker, I'm like, oh, that's one of my standard stations. What I'm confused about is that some of them aren't like that. Reactor and base. Why do they show that they're both accessible? That is odd. Reactor is there, and bus is there, and What's different about them? How weird. Because there should be no way that the train can get to those. It can't, like, turn around. Well, anyway, we want to send it to the reactor. The reactor is where we pick up the water, and then we want to send it to oil base. And weight condition will be till fluid count water is greater than, like, what did I just... No, I don't want to do that. I want to go in here. I need to click on this. 20,000. Oh, crap. I'll just keep it at 20,000, actually. It doesn't need to be full. It's probably more than enough throughput now that it can deliver fine. And then weight condition here will be... Yeah, we'll have it be fluid count empty, or like 30 seconds. Oh, that's not what I want. Get rid of the... get rid of that. Water count. We'll just make it water count equals 0. That should be fine. And... No, wait. Or time passed. 30 seconds? Let's make it like 20 seconds. Because that station is busy. Alright, we're already on board. Let's set it to go. Can we see who's the oldest sponsor? The oldest sponsor is Dragon Rick Lord. There were others before him, but they have had theirs reset or they've left. So Dragon Rick Lord now holds the crown for longest support. Oh, I knew this would happen. This train's just gonna be full of coal. I mean, I guess we can just block it up and not let that happen. Though it might as well work that way, because that train is basically doing the same thing. We could have repurposed that train to deliver the water, because it's already just going between the two stations as it is, I think. Maybe I should have done that, but I would have had to mess about with the belts and have... Like, let me look at this. Yeah, I would have had to put even more work on this area, and already it's quite busy with different loading and unloading things going on. Like, I theoretically could have put a bit more loading and unloading in there and got some good throughput out of it, but... Oh, now that's getting loaded. No, stop! I don't want... I mean, we can. I guess it works. Just missing out the plastic. It took me way long to break that name down to Der Papierfliegener, yeah. German words are confusing. They're a big block of multiple other words mashed together. Oh, hang on. Why did... Oh, because the wagon's still full of water, because the other train's still running, so now there's just more than enough water in the station. Oh dear. In this way you have more trains driving, ergo it's a win. Fair. You can turn around, you have a loop at your iron cover bus drop-off. Oh! Of course! So the train... That's weird. So the train's like, yeah, I can go to either station of reactor or either station of bus because I can go around this loop here. Oh no, I don't want it to do that. I never considered this. The other trains might use the loop. That could ruin everything. Oh dear. Well spotted, mini betrayal. And Glenn spotted it as well. And Rochelle spotted it as well. And unknown usernames. Everyone spotted it but me. Oh dear. You gain random numbers for the time since last watching me. I was wondering, like, who would set a timer for when they'd stopped watching one of my videos? Nobody does that. But it turns out 5 months is correct, huh? I'm glad you enjoy the videos, Dylan. Okay, so this train will presumably slowly get unloaded of the various things it's got. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... Oh. I thought I was trapped for a second, that I'd come out between the two pumps under the train. I'm like, well, I guess this is my life now. Is it time to rebuild the iron and copper unloading area? No. Please, no. I don't want to do that again. This queuing displeases me. This needs to be moved a fair chunk. How's that? That's just enough. I'll move it one more, and then there's a little bit of leeway at both ends. One more, actually. That works. And we'll do the same here, just for symmetry. Roughly in the middle. I set a timer for the days between lube jokes, because every time someone made that joke, I'm like, damn it, we've got to flip the thing back over to 0 days without incident. And I'm like, what if I just make a notepad which just lists the time and date of someone making the joke, so that I can genuinely make the joke of 387 days or whatever it was, flipping over to 0 days without incident. The longest it went with that incident was, I think, 933 days? 922. Between the 14th of February, 2015, and the 24th of August, 2017, 922 days, nobody made a lube joke, and then somebody did and ruined it. So there you go. Now the legs are on now. I run a bit slower when I'm on not concrete, so it looks like I've been slowed down. Because this gives 140% speed boost, 150. Go a hell of a lot faster when you've concreted the place. Water storage tanks for the base. I shouldn't need it because the problem was more just the capacity of the train was a limit, because the train can only hold 25,000. So it was fully unloading every time, and it just wasn't visiting often enough to supply enough water. The size of the tank wasn't really related. Yeah, now we've got like 2 trains working on. I was going to do the refitting of the other train, but I guess I don't actually need to. Oh, actually, oh no, it doesn't. No, it does need to visit here. No, I don't know. Like, I could do. I want to do the refitting because it's fun. I'm going to rename this to train. Hang on, I should do this all caps. That's my system. I always do fully named stations as all caps, so I can quickly notice the difference between these and random other stations I placed. Oh, hold on. What's this? Not enough logistics network storage available. Oh, a bot tried to deliver, and this is. Oh yeah, all the signs are shut down. I should do something about that. I hope you realize that whenever I said it, let's see if we can fix all the science issues this episode, I wasn't saying it was going to take a long time to fix them. I was saying it would take a long time for me to get round to fixing them, because you know how distracted I get. But yeah, okay, so renaming this station to train service saying, typing is hard when I have, did I even spell that right? Typing is hard when I have my mic set up, because my mic's in the way of some of my keyboard. I have to put one arm, like, round my mic to type properly. Hazard concrete the world. Walk fast and get motion sickness from the patterns. Oh lord. Was probably Shen who ruined the streak? Yeah, it usually was. Okay, what colour do we make this? I guess we make it red for the classic train colour. Okay, where is our good old train friend? There he is. Alright, I want to divert you to train servicing, but I can't because it's on... Theoretically, you could get there if you looped around at the ore thing, but I don't want to send a random train that isn't supposed to be there through the ore thing. So I'm going to let you park up in the next station on your schedule. I'm going to let you go visit the reactor. We've got a queue forming here, I notice. Because there's a new train that visits the reactor very frequently. Oh dear. It's holding things up. That's a problem. There's not much room for queuing here, there. Okay, divert, please, to... No, that's the wrong button. How do you do this? You can... I know to divert a train to a station, to a station that doesn't exist, but I can't work out how to send it to an actual station that does exist. Just go to that section of track and you'll roughly line up with the station. Okay, it's here. Now what we do is we... No! Damn it. Manual. Stop. I realized because it was still an automatic, it then decided to leave. Now I'm going to reverse. And then... I never remember this button. Is it V? Rolling stock disconnected. But I've disconnected at that end. I don't want that. But I think I have to do that. How do you disconnect the rolling stock further back? Because it just does that one. I don't want to do that one. I want to disconnect further back. Can't do it. Could be based on what end of the train I'm on. Could try the other end and see if it does something different. Disconnected. No, it disconnects there. How do I get to the middle wagon? Oh no. I wanted to do this like properly. What if I like flip around and reconnect? No, it disconnects there. Guys, do you know any way of disconnecting a different section of a train? I want to disconnect the, like, this section and this section. Oh, I guess you just go in the wagon. Okay. Hang on, I've got to disconnect this now because it's facing the wrong way. Hop out. Hop in you. Disconnect, disconnect. Back out of the wagon. Delete the wagon. I was going to do it the cooler way. It was going to be like disconnect train, move train, disconnect other train, move train, place wagon, move train, reconnect train. I wanted to make it complicated for the sake of it. Because that's fun sometimes. Yeah, we had this in the middle and it just automatically connects and that just makes me sad. It's far too simple. Alright, off you go. Play nice with the other trains. Be back before curfew. Alright, so, that's that done. So many facepalms in chat. I need a facepalm emote. That needs to be like the first emote I add after the current one. Hover over so the connections show. Oh, if you hover over a certain connection, you can... Oh, I could have done that. Oh. Well, missed the opportunity now. Whoops. That makes sense. Mouse over it, press the button, it disconnects the one you're looking at. Oh, you missed some train shenanigans, Falgor. I refitted one of the trains. Which one? Where's it gone? It disappeared. I refitted this train... No. Where is it? Oh, it goes over here, doesn't it? I refitted this train. I got rid of its water wagon because we now have a separate wagon for water on this train. Which still hasn't managed to upload all the crap it accidentally took on. Is it actually doing that at all? I'm hoping it is. Oh, it's leaving instantly because it's full of water. I realized that train's not going to need to do anything till the main bus is running again, because there's like everything's shut down, so there's no demand for oil products, meaning there's no demand for water, meaning nothing's happening. Right, let's set up the solid fuel. Unfortunately, that train does still need to go to the reactor because I've got sulfuric acid being made at the reactor, which maybe I shouldn't have done. But it means you don't have to deliver, like, iron plates to the oil outpost. And that was my reasoning at the time, and now I'm wondering if it was actually a good idea. Okay, we want to make solid fuel. Where should we make it? Is the question. Because I kind of want all this space to be reserved for expanding this production. Like, most of the factory shut down, and we've still got a plastic issue, apparently, it looks like. I think only while the loading's taking place, actually, probably builds up the rest of the time. We'll never need a huge amount of heavy oil cracking, so we can probably put it here without worrying about needing to extend that one day. As for how much solid fuel we need, it's only 1 per 2 seconds for this, but then later on when we're making rocket fuel, we're going to need 1 per second. So we should probably have, like, it takes 30 seconds to make one. So you need 30 to make 1 a second. It means we need, like, 32. Hang on, no. I'm not thinking it. This isn't right at all. If we need one in every... No, that's 30. That's... I'm having a derp. It's getting late. It's 2 seconds to make solid fuel. Okay, right. 2 seconds. That's quick. We need a few of them. Not many. Oh no, but we do need 1 rocket fuel per second, meaning we need 10 solid fuel per second. That's it. Okay, we need 10 solid fuel per second for space science when that comes along, and we need 1 every other second. So it's basically 10.5 second, like, solid fuel per second. Takes 2 seconds to make one. We need 21 assemblers? Chemical plants even? I'll make it 22 to be round and to have some excess. Oh, I didn't bring much in the way of pipes. That's going to be a pain. Got to craft all these. Alright, that's fine. And then we just got to make a space big enough to put them in. I just want to leave room for the cracking plants because they're the thing that can extend a lot. It's like wherever this line goes to is our barrier. As represented with some walls, which look really cool now, just as standalone markers, by the way. I really like just plonking them about the place to just be this neat standing stone. And then you make walls and it's less interesting. But when it's one, it's a cool little arrow in the ground. Is this enough room for... No, that's in the way. Okay, we'll have it side on down here then. That probably works fine. I'm going to move the tank first. There we go. And stop. And then just cram the chemical plants in down here. And I don't know if we have enough space along here for them all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, we're alright. I've done that one tile too far down. Moving all of them. Oh dear. See, if we need... I think we need 10 per second being made total. 11 per second. And that's enough for a red belt to support. The yellow belt won't cut it. We'll probably just put blue belts on, though. We've got plenty of them to hand. Oh, and just enough room underneath that that pump jack to put the whole array in one place. Oh, you know what? We need actually... I'm gonna just cut off these ones on the end. I realise we need a bit of room for the pipes actually delivering the light oil to the machines. We're almost there with these. Yeah, I maybe could have just removed that middle wagon, but I like the idea of doing it like the proper train way, at least to a certain extent. So I wanted to do it with like the disconnect rolling stock buttons. Just for the fun of it. I knew that I could just delete the thing and put the other wagon in the place and it would probably work, but I didn't want to just do that because it's boring. Just got to hook up a bunch of pipes down the middle of these. I need to automate the changing of train wagons. Oh, jeez. No. I don't want to do that. Sounds like a lot of work. Someone else can work out how to make a mod to do that. Put that there. Connect that up. And there we go. It just needs power. It doesn't have any power yet. A little bit short on substations. And space to put these things. I guess these ones can just go on the tracks and they'll work. Now we just need inserters taking out the solid fuel. And by the way, if you don't know, light oil is the best thing to make solid fuel out of, at least last I checked. Let's actually check again and look at the numbers for it. So 10 light oil, 20 petroleum gas, or 20 heavy oil makes solid fuel. And the key thing for me is the cracking, because you can turn 40 heavy oil into 30 light oil, so that is 2 solid fuel in heavy oil form into 3 solid fuel in light oil form. Cracking light oil to petroleum gas, you go from 30 light oil to 20 petroleum gas. It takes 20 to make 1 solid fuel, so you go from being able to make 3 solid fuel to 1. So 2, 3, 1. So you might as well make them out of the light oil. If you make it out of heavy oil, you could have just made that heavy oil into light oil to get more out of it. If you're making it out of petroleum gas, you're literally turning multiple solid fuels worth of light oil into a single solid fuel's worth of petroleum gas. So always make it out of light oil. And the ratios that actually come out of the refineries are different, but at the end of the day, you're cracking a lot of the stuff you get, so just use the cracking amounts to work it out. I forgot about cut and paste. When, huh? When did I want to move a thing by a tile? I don't remember. Was it this? I mean, I just moved one to the end because it worked the same way. Oh yeah, oh right, I had them all one tile too far down, didn't I? Derp, yeah, I could have just cut and paste. I gotta get used to this new stuff. Having things off by 1 is an ancient tradition of Factorio playing at this point. Okay, so trains that come to this outpost, where do they go to? We have one going to the reactor, one going to the reactor and the bus, and another one going to the reactor. Should have merged those 2 roles, but this one's going to the bus. That is... Oh yeah, I don't think you can look at the train anymore. I think they got rid of the ability to look at in a camera view, unless I'm a derp. So I can't look at what this train has. Oh, it's got a lot of liquids. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. That's why I repurposed that wagon, so that I could put the solid fuel in it. I'm forgetting my own plans. Yeah, okay, this works perfectly. We just gotta make a solid fuel loading thing here, which is a little bit of a problem because there's a lot of water pumping going on. I can make this more space efficient though. In fact, it looks like I intended that originally, because I can put one here. There we go, and then there's 3 spots over here for the loading of solid fuel at considerable speed. Yep, that one's set to plastic only, so we won't have any interference. And oh, this needs to actually go down here. Go underground there. come out over here. So you actually go this way and through there. And thank you very much, Folgore, for those $2 Australian. Here, have some Aussie currency. Thank you very much, Folgore. Always nice to have a good old mix of currencies. Put YouTube's currency exchange to work. Okay, so here's the water train. I probably missed the visit of the other train in the end. Yep, there we go. This is being loaded with vast amounts of solid fuel that are ready to be taken to the main bus. It's all prioritizing one side of this production, but that's fine, because if we have a high demand, it'll start using the other side. I think we might actually need a higher loading rate for all the solid fuel. Or maybe I should just do the rocket fuel production here, on site. That might be better, honestly. Because turning 10 solid fuel into 1 rocket fuel makes it a lot easier for an inserter to move around. Now this plastic wagon doesn't go to the right place, this just goes to the reactor. This needs to go to the bus, that's where it's needed. So we're just going to deliver it directly there. That way it can bypass the part where it would have to sidle around the copper line that's currently in its way. Can you enter and leave a train / vehicle using the number pad enter now? I don't know. I can try it. Where's numlock? No, it doesn't work. You got to use the standard enter key. Right, here's our... Oh, no! It's full of plastic. Oh, no. Crap. Hold... Oh... Oh, and all those chests are full. Oh, no. I forgot to lock off the cargo wagon and it's full of crap. No, stop putting more plastic in, you stupid loading system. Oh, God. I've made a terrible mistake. Get rid of the plastic. Oh, Lord. No, don't leave. No, crap. Manual, stop. Get back over here. We're not done. Get back to the station. Can I just, like, control-click the station? No. Can I do it here? Just park up. Just go to where the station is. And stop being loaded with plastic. Oh, God, why? So that's why there was a lot of plastic moving. Because vast amounts of it were being dumped into that train. Here, have a stack of plastic. Stacks of plastic for everyone. I've got to just make a dumping system here. Yeah, let's just make like splitter. Have it go both ways. We're gonna want a balancer to make this work properly. Not actually really enough room for it. Let's do like that. Yeah, there's no space to work with here. Basically, I just want to be like, okay, chest, belts, but they're gonna go on the wrong side is the issue. I can fix that, I think. Yeah, do that and okay, that make it symmetrical. Okay, plastic in fast quantities. Dump it all in there. Give those power. And they will take precedence over the chemical plants for supplying plastic. And you know what? We'll put stack inserters on this stuff. It probably needs it. Trains can crash, but as long as you place signals, they will use the signals to avoid hitting other trains. And as long as you set it up correctly, there will be no errors with it. So that's the thing. I have a tutorial I made about it a long time ago, but honestly, I need to make a new one. And the train left again. Damn it. There it is. There's our good friend. All that plumbing. I'm just gonna block this off. We only need like half the slots, right? I'm gonna hop in the train because it's gonna leave while I'm still doing this. Set everything to filter solid fuel. There we go. Give me... Dump that in my trash slot so I can grab more. Okay. Train is fixed. Don't have to worry about it anymore. It's now gonna only be loaded with solid fuel instead of plastic. Jeez. Yeah, I need to update my tutorials quite badly. It's been a long time, and they've changed how rail placement works on a basic level, and they've made it so that you can visualize rail blocks, which is is a game changer. Because half my signal tutorial was like trying to explain to you how to visualize rail blocks, and then they've made it so the game literally does it for you. You can see them now. See, I need to redo those really urgently, honestly. Especially considering that it seems like trains are now in their final form. They're not going to be changed anymore. I'd be surprised if they were. Okay, there we go. So this system's running full pelt, and these are keeping up with loading on all the solid fuel, so that's a good sign. And yeah, we'll see if the train can deal with the throughput of that. Now, we need to go to the main bus. There we go! Hitch a ride on the copper train. And we're queuing up at the reactor again. I need to put a waiting area in. But that's where my uranium processing is. Gonna have to move it. Because we look at this huge queue that develops because one train has to wait for like 10 seconds. And all the trains basically stop where they are, and it takes forever to get up to speed again. I'm gonna hop out. Oh, bots are here to take away. Oh, I still have plastic in my inventory. Oh, dear. Alright, just dump it in storage chests. I don't care. Get rid of it. I don't want it. Oh, I got hit by a train. Oops. As you do. Please get rid of it all. I don't want to see it. I'll fix it later. They're taking forever to get rid of it because I think they're all busy getting rid of the stuff I gave them. Oh dear. I wanted to build a balancer on the dump chest so it got put on the right sides of the belt, so I'm like, oh, I could make 2 inserters and have them go onto things that switch the side of the belt. That was my system. Oh yeah, if you manually drive a train, you're probably going to crash into another train because they're acting like all the other trains are running on the automated train system. Is the thing of like, it would be super easy to make self-driving cars if all cars were self-driving, because you just have them communicate. But because there are real drivers on the road, self-driving cars have to be built to deal with human drivers, which has made them vastly more complicated to make. That's a funny thing that I find about it, is that one day, if there's enough self-driving cars in the world, like one by one, countries will start making it like illegal to drive a car manually, at which point all of the work they did on self-driving cars will be pretty much irrelevant, and they'll just like have to make them communicate with each other instead of constantly having to anticipate what the cars around them are doing. It's hilarious. And then there'll just be this one self-driving car system that will work, and they won't hit each other, and it'll be great. And then one day someone will illegally drive a car themselves somewhere, and they'll get in a crash with a self-driving car because the car's no longer designed to deal with human drivers on the road. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen in like 40 years or whatever. When that crash comes up on the news, remember the day when I predicted it super early on. Because one day it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna be like, a guy tried to take control of this old car, drove it out on the roads and was hit. Gonna happen. Anyway, yeah, what am I... solid fuel. Solid fuel's now being delivered to the main bus. Yeah, failsafes are good, and for a long time self-driving cars will be dealt with emergency systems for in case human drivers are on the road. But eventually, when it's been long enough, they're gonna get sloppy. We're like, it doesn't matter, there's no human drivers on roads anymore, we can pay the lowest bidder for this code. Oh, I need to set a filter on this, actually. Oh, this is gonna start taking plastic, maybe, or some random other stuff. I don't know what trains visit here, but I'm going to put a filter on because it seems like it's probably just for the best. So, only take solid fuel. Where is it? There. Copy, paste. And yeah, I'm running over time today because I'm like, I've spent so much time faffing about today, I feel like I've got to make up for lost time. So I'm just carrying on, even though we're at 2.5 hours. And all this has to do is navigate through here and get to the main bus, and that is its belt. That is where it needs to go. So we'll go underground right here, and underground right here, and then that takes us where we need to go. Just run it along into there, up to here, doop da doop. And because I like them, I'm going to put a balancer here. Don't think it's needed really, but I'm going to do it. Can't stop me. And then this has to run the entire length of the main bus, I suppose. Seeing as things weren't built with it in mind, it's going to have to go underground a lot, and this is... I don't know what to do about that. We're going to have to sidestep and go into this lane for a while and then go back again. Yeah, human-driven cars will go the way of horses ridden by people. They'll happen occasionally. But eventually the world will move on from a time when... move on from, like, accounting for them being around. So yeah, theoretically, at some point, the solid fuel should just come... Yep, there it is. There's the train. Ready to arrive at the loading area. What's its system like? It's just got wait conditions of various times. It's got 10-second wait time, but that should be fine because there's double the unloading capacity as there is the loading capacity. Because we've got 6 stack inserts on this end and only 3 on the other end. So 10 seconds is fine. 10 seconds should be enough to unload whatever has been loaded onto it. Yep, there we go. Easy. Alright, continuing. And yep, sidestep. Just not worth working out how to rearrange things. Going underground and back over ground again. Whatever. And then sidestep back to the right place. And yeah, just go underground every time we encounter anything. It's just easier. With this one, just for... Oh yeah, I can actually break that. I can just have it run directly into the side of that belt and then have this be straight line. And then we can, like, at least have, like, an inspection area for seeing how the solid fuel's going. I guess we have that here as well, actually. Whatever. Let's make sure to run it into the blue science. So, first of all, let's get rid of this assembly here. No longer need it. We no longer require mining drills in blue science production. So clear it and clear the belt. There we go. And we're going to have mining drills for days. And yeah, there's a logistics-based system for it here. But I'm thinking I'll build some logistics-based building production somewhere else at some point. Then plonk this down. Oh no, it's not even... We don't need an assembler. We're literally just put the solid fuel in. This goes... This goes... And this goes. They can all be cleared away. And then we literally just have this. Annoyingly, we can't just go directly down unless we fiddle with it a bit, and so that's what I'm going to do. Let's have it go there and whatever. What I'll do is I'll just have it split like this, and then do that. There we go. That makes it work. This all arrives on here, goes into the things. Why am I doing this manually when I have an upgrade planner and I can just be like, make it blue. Do the thing. Fix it. Make it awesome. I can just pick patches of the factory and be like, make it all blue now. I should really be doing that, because I'm sure that the belt production is just sat around not doing anything right now. The red circuit belt can move down one space. I know, but it's just easier to sidestep with the solid fuel. Wishing you could still use a horse for commuting. It'd be a way to make a statement to your bosses if you show up on a horse. Like, do that for job interviews. See what sort of response you get there. I feel like you get a negative response to be like, oh wow, that person is weird and scary. Let's not hire them. Why do they have a horse? Why are they turning up to work on a horse? We don't want to have to keep a horse in our car park. That's not how anything works. Don't turn up to job interviews on a horse. Makes a good impression for like a second, and then they're like, what? Why? No. I want to get some more speed motion. Oh, I have some already. I want to make a few more level 3 assemblers, because I noticed we're most of the way there to level 3 assemblers, but not quite, and I'm like, we should probably just finish that. We've nearly got everything level 3. Might as well have everything level 3. Can we manage? Nope, we can't manage crafting all of them. Boss will deliver us the rest. In the meantime, I'll run around and make everything level 3. Tanner used to live in. The dude rode his horse to the pub to avoid drunk driving charges. I mean, it works. I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard before that actually it's a good idea to take a horse to the pub because it knows the way home. If you've forgotten. Totally works. You just no matter how drunk you are, as long as you can stay on the back of a horse, conscious or unconscious, it can take you home. It's great. The forgotten advantages of horses as a form of travel, and we'll get that back with self-driving cars. You can just drunkenly get into your self-driving car, and it'll take you home. It's great. No one has any answer to what about motorcycles. That is a good point. What about motorcycles? Oh no. I guess you could make them self-driving. The issue would be stopping. You'd have to make like a special stand thing that it could like deliberately drop itself onto, I guess? Oh, but then starting up again. Oh, that's difficult. Getting a bike to automatically stop and start. Like, there's ways of doing it. I guess you would just have to have a special like stand thing that just popped out and popped back in. Maybe add like a push-off system to it. I mean, would you need it? That's an interesting conundrum, and I really hope someone is working on that somewhere because I want to see that working. And yeah, just bikes as well. If the interview's for a horse trainer, you turn up on a horse. Yeah, that's definitely true. That one works. It's still law that there has to be horse hitching posts in front of buildings. Where? Also, I notice science is happening now. Good. Let's get belt immunity equipment. I think. Because that's cool. And I probably should have just researched that before because I could have the whole time. I don't need belt immunity equipment though, really, because I have belt immunity. It's called going fast. And there's actually a disadvantage to not having having belt immunity because then you can't use belts for a speed boost. So I'd say once you've got like the higher tech stuff, don't bother with belt immunity equipment. Let's get beacons done, I suppose, because why not? And then just start working through everything else. Like, I don't think there's anything we urgently want. Let's do rocket control units so we have them. Because that's a new thing. It's a separate thing. Everything else, you can just do mining productivity forever. We can't do it forever. The next one's infinite. Okay, there you go. Another 10%. And then uranium ammo, maybe? That's cool. I mean, more trash slots is nice. They've given us so many more trash slots, and I'm so happy about it. It's wonderful. There we go, and I filled up the queue. You can't actually queue more than 7, I've discovered. You can't go beyond what this allows. So, we'll let those all play out. There should only be a tier 2 belt immunity that only gives you immunity if you're traveling against the belt. Good thinking, Me Betrayal. I like it. I would totally use that and make it like a slightly larger thing so it fits in the parasuit better. Because I don't like the moment that in the large parasuit it's really weird. Because it's a 1x1. But where do I put a 1x1 in this? I just end up with like at least one spare slot. And it makes me annoyed. I don't want to put a solar panel in there. That'd be weird. What size is the discharge defense? It's 2x2. Everything's 2x2 in this game now. So having something that's 1x1 is just so awkward. Okay, so blue science is good. Got anything else we need to upgrade? Oh, over here I believe belt production is still... I don't have enough assemblers for that, and I couldn't bear, like, half upgrading the gear production to the better assemblers. That would just make me sad. Upgrading all this, despite the fact I'm going to have to tear it all down soon. And let's take a look at purple science. So, it now needs furnaces, as before, rails, and productivity modules. It no longer needs electric engines. So this whole array here, this weirdness I've got going on, done. Don't need it anymore. Sorted. Clear this all away. And just like hoover up all of the engines. The problem here is that we now have 3 different things going into these. However, there's only one belt here. I guess we'll have to put a belt here. Luckily, we've put the rubber port there, so it doesn't get in the way of rubber port stuff, which is why we put that gap of 4 in. The gap of 4 is twofold. 1, it gives you room for rubber ports. 2, if you mess up, it gives you room for extra belts. Important. So, what we can do is use this newly acquired space over here for some rail and or productivity module production. How much do we need? 1 productivity module every 3 seconds is not too bad. We're still having 7 of these, and they make 1 every 3 seconds. So they need the requirements every 3 seconds. It takes 15 seconds to make productivity modules, so we will need 5 assemblers making them. So it's a little bit of stuff, but it's not too bad. As for rails, we need 30 per each one. We're looking at 10 per second in terms of rails. Rails take half a second to make 2, so we're looking pretty good there. We need like 2 assemblers. Because they will make... Oh no, that won't be enough. They'll make 8 per second. We need 10 per second. We need 3 assemblers making rails. And we also need iron sticks being made. We need... I suppose... 5 iron sticks per second. So it's going to be 2 iron stick assemblers. Alright, 2 iron stick assemblers feeding into 3... rail assemblers. Let's see how we can make that work. Also, we need more assemblers for this. I'm gonna get more speed modules. Good, these have been this has been filled in very quickly. We've got 2 left there. Can you get another 2? Oh, there we go. And 1 more. And I've been ignoring chat for a bit because I'm now focused. We wanted me to focus a bit, so I focused. I think discharge defense is useful now. It's just that in my brain it is already useless, and so I forget it's a thing, and then when I remember I don't have it to hand, and I'm like, well, whatever. I just carry on using what I know in terms of biter combat. We could test it at some point. Yeah, they added it years ago and it was no good, so everyone forgot about it. And it, like, the way it's used is weird. I think it's automatic now, though. It used to be that you had to, like, specifically activate it, and that was the killer. Let me find it. So, yeah. Damages, pushes back, and stuns nearby enemies when activated. Oh, it still uses the remote. What? Where is the remote? Or is that an old description? I don't know if there's a remote anymore. I don't see one. Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Gee, yeah, they haven't changed the texture in years. It's just still a square. It's just still a square with lightning in it. I've just forgotten it exists. Yeah, so yeah, you put the thing in, but in order to use it, you have to use the remote, and that's like button messing about with, and nobody can be bothered, so they all just don't use it. Yeah, it takes 3 every 27 seconds, meaning that 7 assemblers will make 1 per second. Is the idea. Well, basically 7 assemblers will make 21 every 21 seconds, therefore 1 a second. So we only have to think about things in terms of 1 a second. We don't have to keep